someone made a bad mistake here. Am I wrong looking at this, saying that these someone, whether it be Hunter Biden's defense or prosecutors here,
how could there be such a big miscommunication?
I cannot even begin to explain how the Justice Department walks into that courtroom without knowing exactly what the scope of immunity or coverage is for Hunter Biden. And equally, I cannot even begin to understand how Hunter Biden's lawyers walk him into that courthouse without knowing exactly what the constraints, what the limitations of that deal are.
And just like that, CNN just saw their fabricated defense of the Biden crime family collapse right before their very eyes. Hey, gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, coming to you again from beautiful North Carolina and the Outer Banks. But my, what a huge development in the last 24 hours. A development that not even the legacy media could contain. You saw it. There was no possible narrative that they could spin that quick to cover this up, to hide it the way they've been hiding Biden's corruption for years now. And the timing of this was impeccable. I mean, keep in mind, over the last several days, we've had IRS whistleblowers all testify that their investigations into the Biden's illicit business dealings was indeed thwarted by the FBI, the Justice Department, and that the sweetheart deal that Hunter Biden got, it was fixed. In fact, as I understand it, this plea deal actually violates Justice Department policies. This is coming from the likes of Robert Barnes, who's been involved in federal criminal tax law for years now. He makes the argument that the DOJ operates with what's called top count or major count policy, which means that the count with the heaviest sentence among all the other counts must be prosecuted if there's probable cause to support it. So in this case with Hunter Biden, that concerns conspiracy charges, conspiracy to defraud. The next top count would be tax evasion. The next would be filing false tax returns. Instead, he was only being prosecuted with a misdemeanor failure to pay the tax. That's it. It's a completely unprecedented plea deal. Conspiracy to defraud and tax evasion are almost always prosecuted by the federal government as felonies. So all of this is to say that this is a plea deal that no one else on the planet would ever have gotten. And God bless this judge, because she probed that plea deal and found it to be absolutely invalid. What she did was she questioned the prosecution, the Justice Department, as to whether there remained an ongoing investigation into Hunter Biden, and if so, what did it involve? What were they investigating? So that was first. And then second, would this plea deal render Hunter Biden immune from prosecution for other possible crimes yet to be determined? Now, this was fascinating because the DOJ has been working together with the Democrats to try to completely sweep this whole Hunter Biden thing under the proverbial rug. And so what they've been doing, the Justice Department, is they've been stonewalling congressional oversight committees by saying that they couldn't testify, they couldn't cooperate because they were still technically investigating Hunter, but they wouldn't reveal what they were investigating, right? So it was just an excuse to basically close the lid on this thing and keep it from the Republicans running the congressional oversight committees. So now this judge is like, okay, are you engaged in an ongoing investigation of Hunter? To which the representative of the Justice Department said, yes. And then this judge asked, what precisely are you investigating? And they confirmed that the investigation may indeed elicit a FARA charge, which refers to the Foreign Agents Registration Act that requires those working as agents of foreign entities to register with the government. And Hunter Biden very well may be charged with that in the future. And the judge then asked, did this deal grant immunity to such a charge? And the prosecutor, the representative of the DOJ, replied that the deal did not, that Hunter still could be charged with that. And that's when Hunter Biden's attorney said, whoa, wait a minute. We're under the understanding that this plea deal closed the lid on any and all future investigations, that any and all further charges would be dismissed. That was part and parcel of this sweetheart deal. The DOJ responded by saying that that was not their understanding. And so Hunter's attorneys were basically like, then we don't got a deal. We don't have a deal. And so just like that, the deal fell apart. And Hunter Biden officially had to plead not guilty to the misdemeanor charges, which means they're going to court. Hunter Biden is going to stand trial. I mean, this is absolutely insane, and the Biden White House is in an absolute panic. But first,
I'll be back.
No. It's not he will be back. He is back, gang. It is time to celebrate the great return by clicking on that link below and getting your very own Trumpinator 2024 bobblehead in preparation for Donald Trump's glorious reascendance to the United States presidency. This collectible bobblehead from Proud Patriots is made with the highest quality material and is really a must-have for any Trump fan who wants to send some energy towards what's shaping up to be the most glorious political comeback in history. Now, don't wait. There are just a limited number of these collectibles, and you don't want to be caught paying way more later on eBay from someone who bought one now. So whatever you do, don't wait. Click on that link below right now and show your support for Trump 2024 today. It's now being reported that bumbling Biden is indeed lawyering up in preparation for the legal onslaught that appears to be coming his way with the collapse of this plea deal. So as I'm sure many of you know, a Ukrainian executive at Burisma, which is the corrupt energy company that paid Hunter $83,000 a month to sit on their board. We've got an executive at that company testifying that the Bidens coerced him to paying them $10 million, $5 million each, to stop an investigation led by the Ukrainian government into their business dealings. And of course, we've got video of Biden openly admitting how he engaged in a blatant quid pro quo with American tax dollars. Either you fire this special prosecutor investigating the corrupt Ukrainian energy company that just paid me $5 million and put my son on their board of directors, or I'm withdrawing $1 billion in loan guarantees. Quid pro Joe, right? Dare I recall how a certain other president of the United States was actually impeached over an accusation like this, right? Either you do what I want, right, or you're not getting any money. Now, all of this is corroborating a smoking gun email first revealed by the New York Post back in October 2020. It was, of course, discovered on the laptop from hell, and it revealed how Hunter Biden introduced his father, who was then vice president, to a top executive at Burisma, and that meeting took place less than a year before Biden threatened to withhold $1 billion in aid from Ukraine until their government fired a special prosecutor investigating Burisma. Now, not only did this have the appearance of a clear quid pro quo, you'll get your money, but not until you get rid of this special prosecutor who's investigating my son's company, but the fact that emails revealed that Biden met with or was meeting with an executive from that company, of course, completely contradicted his repeated denials that he ever discussed Hunter's overseas business dealings. So that's why they're starting to change their tune from "I've never discussed business with Hunter" to "Well, I've never actually been in business with Hunter." So this whole sham is just crashing, right? At least it would appear. We now have at least 2 Burisma executives confirming that they met with then Vice President Biden, one who supposedly recorded their conversations and who allegedly paid the Bidens $10 million months before Biden openly admitted to pressuring the Ukrainian government to fire a special prosecutor investigating Burisma, using $1 billion of taxpayer money as leverage. So with the collapse of Hunter's plea deal, we may be seeing the house of Biden come crashing down as well.
Hey gang, I know what it's like to feel alone out there in these turbulent times, but I broke free. If you too have been looking for a community with like-minded patriots who are serious about resisting globalism, building a parallel economy, and having intelligent and deep fellowship on a regular basis, then you've come to the right place. In my Courageous Patriot Insiders community, we're building a close-knit movement of, by, and for patriots who are breaking free from the outrage and despair cycles of the mainstream media and taking on the fight against globalism. Every week, I deep dive into the content I can't share on big tech and give you the cliff notes on the truth of how patriots just like you are building up their communities, starting patriot businesses, and fighting the woke in both public and private. All with a few history and political lessons from yours truly, of course. If you want to stop feeling alone as a patriot and stand together with this fast-growing community, be sure to click on the link in the description below. Don't wait. Join me and my Patriot Coalition today, and let's get fighting.